Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile. Starting the week with some statistics from PoE2, and that is statistics since the release of Dawn of the Hunt, which is the Point 2 expansion basically. And yeah, you can see the total unique maps cleared, which are quite a lot of the Arbiter of Ashes that has been slain, and well, that are surprisingly low compared to the number of maps. Total gold dropped, no one really cared. The funny statistics about standard league character player deaths. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of those compared to the hardcore leagues character player deaths, which are much more on par with what you would expect from a very careful gameplay. And of course, the top 3 classes that no one is surprised about. Obviously, Amazon first, Leech, and Deadeye following close seconds. Well, kinda close, I guess. Though they only go up to the 5 best classes here. Yeah, you can see that 5 worst classes instead, they are very much not played, and you can see the difference in actual play in percentage is pretty massive, and everything in between, I mean, yeah, we don't know about those, but still it's not a surprise that like most of the player base, at least on paper, is playing Lightning Spear, and that works on Amazon, but it also works on Leech, on Deadeye, on everything else. It also works really well on Blood Mage, at least for clear, and then use other skills to actually kill bosses. So that is something that GGG really has to account for. Is Lightning Spear too strong, or is it actually the only skill that's fun to play and everything else needs to be brought up on par? That is something they're definitely thinking of, and the answer obviously lies in between, as pretty much always, but still there's a lot of work to be done, especially on some ascendancies that are very generic. Oh yeah, that might just be me. We also got a preparation for the upcoming patch 0.2.0H, and yeah, this is going to be basically quality of lives and improvements to certain aspects of the endgame. For example, GG plans to fix the minimum experience of breaches where far too few monsters spawn and the breach doesn't last long enough. I guess that is something that has to be considered, because at the top end you have really fast players clearing breaches really fast, but at the lower end you might get breaches that are like stuck in a corner or there's not enough monsters, and you get a really weak experience of that. So that is something to be looked at. Also, they plan to reduce the small breach splinter stacks and instead have fewer larger stacks dropping. This is definitely really good, although it doesn't really fix the main problem here, which is the fact that you just spread splinters all over the breach and then you have to backtrack around, which is really annoying. It's as if you had a delirium and the rewards dropped along the way instead of dropping at the end. I mean, these mechanics are not really consistent between each other, and they could definitely use some improvements there, so hopefully they're going to go that way. And they're also improving the visibility of rogue exiles, which makes a lot of sense, and improve the behavior of the Asmarian wisps when you activate 2 at once, which I don't know how many times it happens. Probably there's more happening than I give them credit for. Also, they're adding some quality of life features, as we said, and this one, for example, that we see here is a quick menu to add currency to strong boxes, and I hope these currencies are activated by like pressing maybe a different button on your keyboard to actually click on those, because I can already see people misclicking their only exalt on a box and going mad. I mean, that is definitely going to happen, so hopefully GG accounted for that. Another huge one is that GG plans to make unidentified item tiers filterable. That means weapons T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 in the endgame are able to be filtered by their tier even when unidentified. and that is great. If you want a base that's only the best tier, you can now have so yeah. This is some work for Eversync and everyone else, but it is a huge change. There's also a couple tabs, paid tabs, that are going to be put in the game. The ritual tab, which I mean, only for those who play ritual, and the Sockable tab, which is big for basically everyone because it holds your runes, talismans, and soul cores. So yeah, they recently added more runes to the numbers. So yeah, that was already annoying. Now you gotta buy a Sockable tab. I mean, tabs are basically the only thing that's worth paying for if you want some actual improvement in your gameplay experience. And lastly, they are planning to enable private leagues when the patch launches through the PoE1 website without any additional month, but it's a start. I mean, they do have to put them in sometime, and yeah, this is a good time as much as any other. So yeah, I guess that was all for this week, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That was all. I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.